right, y'all.
Happy Thursday.
Hey, guys. So, it's been forever since we've been here. Of course, you know that I'm Chrissy and she's Sissy, and we're Chrissy and Sissy. You know, all that good stuff. But it's been just forever since we've been here. So, Sissy came over today, and we're just going to talk to y'all about various stuff. Shout out to Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Because that's what we're kind of eating.
No, they did not sponsor us.
They did not. They're not sponsors, but if you would like to be a sponsor of Chick-fil-A, we'll put our email address in the description box below.
We have been just talking like what?
About 2 weeks.
And they come on Thursdays, y'all, but we just got accustomed to put on Thursdays. And if you read in our description box below, I mean, it even says like, you know, the only thing that we really post that's going to be, that you're going to know that you're going to have is Sunday School Sister Talk comes, because it depends on topics. Vlogs come.
Which is not true, because literally, I've never read that. And I'm Chrissy. I've never read that. I never knew that. The only thing that I know is that we just say, Happy Thursday. You know, so,
what's Chick-fil-A sauce? Is it like a mixture of honey mustard?
Now she wanna know what my Chick-fil-A sauce is made out of. I really think that it's like a mustard and
a ketchup mayonnaise.
They're like a ketchup mayonnaise mustard type thing. It says it has barbecue sauce in it. Basically, what we've been doing is still
Sunday school
videos, working our youth department activities.
Shout out to our youth pastors.
Youth pastors, the best youth pastors in the world,
in the universe.
There's no, I mean, there's just no comparison.
You don't need nobody like them. Like,
it's just no comparison to them. I mean, when I tell you that with us being youth leaders underneath them, you never would know, because if God give you something that you want to do, you just simply like call them, you know, and say, hey, can I do this, 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 and this, and this? And they don't say, let me pray about it, let me get back to you, let me check the calendar. They don't say any of that. They always like, go for it. You know, their whole thing of it is, it's just as long as you keep it Bible-based, you can do what you have to, whatever.
You know, we have our practices, I will say, out of the youth department. And I tell them this all the time. We're called on the most. A lot, you know, we dance every fourth Sunday. You know, they dance and mime and
look,
stuff.
When I smell like this, do I look 50?
I'm talking about, you know, but yeah.
Comment below if I look 50. How old do you think I am?
They're awesome, because I literally have like, I'm gonna give me a shirt made that says I have retired the word tired and busy, because you know, people are, we're so busy. I feel like when it comes to God's work, ministry, we never busy. And I think with us, our ministry is we're working with the youth. So that's our priority. So as long as we're keeping them, you know, schedules and things like that filled, and not just keeping them busy to do stuff, but actually doing stuff with actual purpose behind it. And I know with me, getting them to understand that purpose. But anyways, with me and dance, I do love them, because, you know, we got uniforms. Like, I don't have to pull an arm and leg to get uniforms. You know, I come up with some money. They say, oh, how much you need? It's always that.
Do you just not love that about them? They just like always, when I tell you anything, like I already said, I have some wild things that I do.
She do. They
allow me to do it. And then they're always like, what do you need us to do?
So, very appreciative of them. But yeah, our schedules, like, I know my schedules. I will commend you though, Sissy.
Thank you.
Because, not Sissy, but Chrissy.
Well, she called me Sissy.
I call her Sissy. I be like, Sissy. But I appreciate, like, this is over here is a work in progress, because she said, she has ideas. And what I just finished up a 3-day course with Dr. Matthew Stevenson. And, you know, I found out, sis, and this is your first time hearing this, every creative lead has like an administrator or something like, or every
So you're my administrator.
When I heard it, I was like, okay, because she's definitely creative, but I take that lead and being an administrator and being like, sis, you gotta organize this, because as a teacher and then as a student too, I'm not, so far gone to where I was a student. When you have like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. And I think about my professors, and you get a syllabus. We may have to start doing some youth syllabus per quarter.
I really think that the children are gonna be like, hold up, wait a minute.
But when you do a syllabus and you get them in the mind frame of, okay, I got all this stuff, but this week, this do. This week, this do. And then you make sure, like my professors would do, you don't add nothing, you don't take nothing away.
Okay.
You just keep it there. That way they could be like, because you always got them students that be like, I ain't doing, I'm just overwhelmed. Because I know I was like that. But like, that's literally how it's been, like, us adjusting to this quarantine. And I think some of the stuff in quarantine we actually take back to when we start going into a building. Because like, somehow I was like, okay, like even myself, and I work on this video, or put this together, or I know the dancers had to do something, which I made had them, but the dancers had to do something once, and I had to go to everybody's houses. If you look at my personal social media, you'll see it. I just realized, I was like, okay. And I actually been in a youth liaison. No, not youth liaison, because we made that word up. Youth leader and youth pastors, like, class, and I got to see, like, what other people are doing.
Hold on, this part is going to be edited out. Can you please close the door? We're back. I'm doing this project. I'm teaching my sunshine babies about prayer and about communicating with God, and just kind of just like letting them know that you can just like talk to God about anything. And you stop rattling your bag, please, while I'm doing this. I mean, some things is just rude, just pretty rude. So, like I said, just got one of my prayers in, and I think he's like 4, and this is like so cute. Mm-hmm. He said, "Dear God, thank you for the." Wait a minute, I gotta make sure I'm saying it right. Basically, dear God, thank you for the horses, the cows, and the ducks. Is that not cute? He's 4. Anyway.
But yeah, that's why I haven't really been doing Sister Talk, and I'm taking a break the last week of June heading into July, because that's, so I'm going to kind of make sure we got all our Sister Talk videos and stuff out the way, because I'm going to take a nice break, and I'm taking a vacation.
I'm confused.
What?
And if you all have gotten the answer to why she's not doing Sister Talk videos anymore, put that in the description box down below. Because I still have not gotten the answer. Number 1, number 2, number 3.
Get Fit Challenge.
She's throwing up on me.
I had to edit that Get Fit Challenge. The Dear God Challenge.
These are my projects that my babies are doing. And I know
honestly,
my projects that me and my babies are doing don't have anything to do with you not doing Sister Talk. Because we could have done a Sister Talk on Sis, Chrissy. Why do you want to do Get Fit Challenge? What's the purpose of the Get Fit Challenge?
Well, we got that now.
So it's just kind of like.
So we got that now. And like, honestly, and I'm just be real. And that's like one of my pet peeves. I'm trying to do that. I'm going to try not to do that as much. But like, since I had to run and record these last couple days. So that editing.
The reason the truth, hey. Sometimes God just have to uncover us, because he covered our
you saw that message I put in group me yesterday when I was like, this was wrong. But 7 o'clock. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna have to just get like a.
That's not the reason either.
So I didn't do Sister Talk. Really hadn't much to talk about, and I was kind of like, well, I just didn't create the time to say, okay, let me find some topics we can talk about. But now we got this new app. So I'm scheduled some time, and our meeting is on Thursday, and so I'm gonna schedule some time for us to so we don't miss Sister Talk, because Moo got mad because we don't. Shout out to Moo. Moo got mad, not my other Moo, but other Moo.
My Moo.
Her Moo, but that's my Moo. That's my baby. But she was upset we don't do sister talk.
She said, I get upset when you all don't post.
So,
and she wasn't, well, no, she said, and it just really just like touched my heart because I was sitting there working on something, sitting at the computer working on something else. She was laying on the floor talking to my son, and she was like, she said, my favorite YouTubers is Chrissy and Sissy, and I get really upset when they don't post. And I was like, we're sorry. I said, let me call Sissy right now. So
she called me like 4 times.
I called her because she won't answer her phone. She's like that rude, literally. Let's go ahead and uncover it. Are you all ready?
Let's look.
To know the reason why we have not done a Chrissy and Sissy talk?
Because I'm dating somebody.
Who? We have not done a sister talk because Sissy decided, all of a sudden, she loves her little dance babies. So she got like so caught up in them.
I did.
And it was like,
yeah,
I got to do this video. And each one of them got to do a separate video. And then I got to have this emergency meeting with them on Zoom. So and then we got to all get together. First, it was they were going to record at home and send it to her. Then that was not good enough. Then she had to pay house visits like a doctor. She had to pay house visits to each one of them individually. She got like 16, 17, 20 children.
I had 17
She
girls.
had to go to all 17 girls and 2 boys. She had to go to all of these houses and make these videos herself. Then she had to go. That wasn't good enough. Didn't like that. Then she had to pick them up or make appointment schedule for them to come down to the church. One by one. Here we go. One by one. Down to the church. So she can video them. Then she gets upset and a little tedious at me yesterday because it was whose children's turn? My children's turn to go down to the church.
But see, look.
She gave me 2 different times. Let's meet at 12. I'm thinking that it's 12. So I thought it was 12.
I could screenshot
So then she says that it was 11. Okay, but you did not tell me that it was at 11. She found a
Friday at 10:06 a.m. Hey, the boys are still on for Sunday. Can you do their makeup, half face? We can meet at 11. I know y'all have a key. This way we can get done before Elder Lewis get in. Her response, I do not have makeup.
Okay, so I overlooked the time.
Overlooked it. But one thing I will say with that was all that I was doing with the dancers that we were called upon, and so that's why I be so on my.
They were not called upon.
I'm trying to tell you. I got a text message asking about.
Let me see it.
I got a text message asking about the girls to dance.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but originally the thought was for the boys, they weren't going to dance. They weren't going to mine.
Well, what happened? How did they get into it?
Because when the girls were asked to do a song and their song was moved up a Sunday, I had to go back and replace what was somebody already asked at the top of May. Like, I think, look, she asked at the top of May.
To my best friend for my Apple Watch. Thank you, friend.
I'm glad you said friend.
That is the reason why we have not had Sister Talk. We have in her planner, mini planners.
I only got one.
I thought I was penciled in for Missy Mondays. That meant every Monday we spend time together.
And I declined.
We spend time together. But
sis, you got to get better with
I was taking.
Be over here the time.
But if you're spending time with me and you come over here and I'm not done with whatever it is I'm doing, you're here to spend time with me. So you're just kind of like hanging out.
That's why sometimes I just go ahead and I'll do Sunday school, but I got better with that's why I want to make sure my planner and everything's good, and I'm starting to sweat. But I've gotten real good with,
we're starting to sweat because
I've gotten really good with just planning stuff out. And I know when I'm over here, like, really the original time is 2:30, and then we get started around about 3 o'clock, so it's just now 3 o'clock, and then we may be here until about 5 o'clock. I like as soon as...
It was a time that she would literally come over here and she would leave my house around 7:30 or 8. But in the event, and this was before Chrissy and Sissy. I mean, Chrissy and Sissy was birthed out of Missy Monday. And we were just sitting here basically just talking.
Yeah, we can share this with the world. But
you know what? It's not even important. It's not important.
This is why I said this is a story
why she didn't do it.
We should just went live for this. But this is basically
because she just didn't do it.
This is basically a story time of how
Shout out to Minute Maid for the peach juice.
How 2019 was basically a year of like a lot of mistakes, and I was just all over the place. And so 2020, God has made room. He's making me lie down this year.
In green pastures.
Yes, he's making me lie down. And I took a little quick break, but I still was doing work for, actual my job. And then I was like, okay. But y'all know how you have this big project you got to do? I used to have that feeling all the time, like, I'm not done yet. But now I'm getting done. So, okay, we could talk about that in that meeting on Thursday. But we're going to keep going. And
we have a whole corporation set up.
You could call Jasmine and tell her to.
She's like CEO and I'm like the president of this company that's on top of like
you saw JR Media.
The
hold up, she may be at her grandma's. Hey Jasmine.
Hey.
That's Jasmine.
Say hello to Chrissy and Sissy fam.
Oh hey. What's up?
Okay, so I'm talking to Chrissy and she's like, Sissy make us have a whole meeting. We have meetings. And I was like, you're not the only one. Tell her.
What she mean, like, meeting?
For two people. Like an entire Chrissy and Sissy meeting.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, me and Sissy have meetings, like, what, once a week?
Yeah, what day?
Every Tuesday we're trying to go to 6 o'clock, but we have it at 7. We've been having it at 7.
But Jasmine, honestly, I just want you to be honest and tell me, how do you really feel when you send her a text message about some media stuff, and then she say to you that you're not in the media group or something to that effect? Like if I text just her outside of the Chrissy and Sissy text message, she'll say, "That's Chrissy and Sissy business." Then I literally have to copy and paste that same text message in the Chrissy and Sissy message and send it to her. Then she responds.
You know what? Like, at first, I'm not going to lie. Like, it was a little ridiculous and unnecessary at first. But then when we really started getting more and more, like, busy, and we had more...
I hate that word.
More and more productive.
Thank you.
It made sense. And then when we actually have a group message just for, I'm sure what y'all have, we have a group message just for media purposes, and it does help kind of like, categorize certain things, or like, hey, I have this idea about, media stuff, and I'm gonna put it in the media group message so we can keep everything in order. So it kind of helps me in my mind to be like, okay, we need to work on this. Okay, we need to do this. It kind of prioritizes things, because if we leave it in our regular thread,
unnecessary. Do you all have a boot camp?
If we use it, if we put it in our regular message thread,
base camp,
it'll get lost. It will literally get
like
lost.
You remember how you text? I want to point that out. You text, and I ain't saying that. I've been chill. You text that audio, and I texted to you because you always text it on your iPad or whatever. So you had lost that audio like twice. But if it was in Chrissy and Sissy,
I lost it once.
Y'all, but it makes sense. Like, I understand why she does it, because it does make sense.
But it's
and on that note, sit in our blog.
But she's
26. 40 minutes.
She's 26.
And who got to edit this?
And she's 26.
Who got to edit this though? This has been a long up-to-date sister talk.
At the bottom of the screen.
Yes, it's at the bottom of the screen. We already know, y'all. We are going to get going. Thank you so much, friend.
Thanks,
You're
friend.
welcome.
Jasmine.
Bye.
No,
Bye.
one of the mothers called her Jazzy.